Is MMEX Resources Corp stock a buy now? MMX closed the session of the 24th of March 2021 at $0.0021, a gain of 61.54%. So we have a position in MMX, and we have to give credit to Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab is the provider of this content we're using in this video. So a volume of 715.1 million shares crossed the tape during the session, and going down we can see its market cap is $61.7 million, $29.385 billion, 29.385 billion shares outstanding. And we have some news. It says here MMEX Resources Corp announces its first solar power, hydrogen and carbon capture project agreement. So this is the disclosure. They also containing the same piece of news. This was filed by MMX. It says here on March 22nd, 2021, we finalized an agreement effective March 19, 2021 with Black 3 Energy Group, SCM, and its special purpose US company V Engineering and Consulting LLC to form a new venture to develop and finance a hydrogen with carbon capture projects at our existing site in Pecos, Texas. A copy of the project agreement is furnished as Exhibit 10.1 to this report on Form 8K. So you're going to find the link to this disclosure in the description box below. So moving on, we can see that obviously the stock ran up 61.54% on that news. So currently we can see that it's now inched up above. Currently, okay, it's inched up above its 10-day trend line, but still below its 20-day and 50-day trend line, but also above the 200-day trend line. And you can see a lot of things have changed because it has moved sideways for a long time or just been consolidating. It says the MMX appears to be consolidating within a longer term uptrend. That's the longer term will be that 200-day trend line, this yellow line. So it says it's consolidating. Okay, the average directional index is below 20, indicating that shares have traded sideways recently. However, the 200-day moving average is still bullishly sloping upwards. It's lagging the S&P 500. Momentum for MMX is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay high prices for shares. Is that the case? Okay, it says it's strongly bullish. Okay, so today's volume was heavier than usual, trading 715.78 shares versus an average of 306.205 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish. The slope of the indicator is negative and suggests that there is a lack of buying interest. So, but all that might begin to change with this news. So the problem is that a lot of I don't know if it's a problem, but a lot of market participants are still not going to be convinced about this. They are very, very, very sure that Jack Hanks is a fraudster. They have I mean, it's not today they've been dealing with MMX, and so they know, a lot of them know everything about MMX. It's it has always been like this according to them. There's always something that's going to come up and all that. So it's up to you to decide. So currently I think it's easily a buy, but I don't know if I'm going to recommend that anyone should start buying now, having given the fact that it has run up 61% gain or thereabout. Is it 61%, roughly 62%? So before now it was evidently a very, very, very as at the 23rd, was definitely without any ambiguity, a buy. So if you want to take the risk, I think it's still a buy. It hasn't it's still just trading between the short-term trend lines and also below the longer-term trend line. So yeah, easily, yeah, it's a buy. If it's a risk because nobody knows. I mean, the people running MMX are very, very. Nobody trusts them. Nobody trusts them at all. So let's see what happened during the last during that the session on the 23rd of March, on the 24th of March. So this is what actually happened mostly. Okay, we actually had a high of roughly 0.0, would that be 0.0025 or thereabout. So the stock retraced sharply and got bearish, but began to extend and closed up at 0.0021 dollars. So yeah, easily anytime. Technically it is a buy. Hoping that maybe that this time around this will be a genuine project. So if you open the link we just showed you, you're going to find email addresses of the people involved in the other venture, Braintree, I believe. This is Blacktree. Yes, you're going to find email addresses there to contact them. And going down, let's see where we can find that email address. Okay, so that's it here. You can see a lot of contacts here, so feel free, get involved and do your own due diligence. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like and share. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for watching this video.